Yo, what's good, YouTube? This is Jay from TNJ, and welcome to the Colorado Tech Dynasty. We are sitting here pretty at 4-0 on the season and 1-0 in conference, but now we go up against maybe our toughest test of the season in number 6 Kansas State. But so far, we have shined every single part of this series as we exceeded expectations in season 1. Now we are undefeated in season 2. We have some new playmakers this year, including number 24, the freshman Calvin Smith, who came onto the scene last episode, and now he is going to get his first start today. Mike Marone has led us in receiving this year, 20 catches for over 280 yards so far, and you know what? Kentrell Kraft hasn't had the impact that he had last year, but he will start to come along soon. But now we have a new, maybe leader on the defense, Jaden Alcala, who has 3 interceptions through the first 4 games. He is a ball hawk. We have not had a game so far yet this year. We have not had an interception. It's a big change from last season where we couldn't intercept passes at all. Now, Kansas State is led by Alex Mitchell and Chris Daniels. Daniels is one of the top backs in the NCAA right now at almost 500 yards and 6 touchdowns. And they have a pretty good freshman tight end in Lee Frazier, so we will have to look out for him. Now, let's just talk recruiting. Now, I am in the middle of moving, so I did not have time to record the recruiting special. So we will review them in the next few episodes, 5 each episode. So let's just get to the top of our board here. Joshua Livenhauser and Darian Bernard are the top 2 recruits on our board, and simply because we need some running back help. I think that it's definitely a weakness of ours, and we definitely need to recruit. Bernard is more of a scat back. Livenhauser is more of a 3-down back, so definitely 2 types of backs there. But Keaton DeAndre could be our top recruit. All these guys are custom prospects that you guys submitted. So Keaton DeAndre is a guy that can get after the passer. He is visiting today, so we will have to put together a good game in order for him to even consider us. We are in second place behind Colorado. And then there's 2 quarterbacks at the top of our board here. We are not going after them because we are not eligible yet. Zion Banks is a 5-star. Drew Franklin is also a 4-star. They're 2 very different quarterbacks. Zion Banks is a dual threat. Drew Franklin is more of a pocket passer. But we will see where they end up going. It looks like Banks could end up going to Notre Dame. We do miss out on a couple of guys, though, in the first few weeks of the season. James Irby was a custom prospect who was a coverage safety. We will miss out on him. We do need to look at safety in the future because, remember, we have seniors at safety this year. Sean Anderson was a pretty good guard as well. We missed out on, and then we missed out on Titus Naley. Now, we did go after him. So I said last season that I will be able to go after 1 4-star each season. I did not get Nally, so he ends up going to Air Force. So he is our only eligible 4-star we will be going after. And then David Andrews was a good left tackle we will miss out on. And then there's Chris Secor Jr., who goes to Colorado State. So it looks like a lot of our recruits are either going to Colorado State or Air Force early on. So those might be our rivals in recruiting, at least for the time being, since we're going after just Colorado prospect. Now, looking at the Big 12 standings, Kansas State is on top of their division. We're on top of our division. Undefeated teams going head-to-head. Let's get this game underway. As here is the freshman James Wilkins back to receive the opening kickoff. He takes to the outside. He's got a lot of space to the 40 and gets tackled at about the 48. A gain of 52 on that one. B.J. Johnson now coming out onto the field. Can he continue this great play? 8 touchdowns, 3 interceptions so far. First play is under center now. Here's a rollout to the right side, and he's going to find Kentrell Kraft for a gain of 14. Good way to open up this game. Nice throw there on the run. Johnson has seen a big improvement throwing the football from last year, as now we get into another first down. Throw it to the right side. Flint Steele had it in his hands and could not hold on. As now that brings it to a 2nd and long, this time at the 38. Screen pass called to the new starting running back, Calvin Smith. I at least want to see what he's got given a starting role. He gets a gain of 2 on that one, bringing it to a 3rd and 8. Here is BJ rolling to the right side. He's got space to run this one. He tries to pick up a block from Calvin and picks up 6. It's going to be 4th and 1. The offensive coordinator wants us to go for it here on the 29-yard line for a 4th and 1 conversion. Johnson has a fullback out onto the field, Cookie Rockman, 4th and 1. He rolls and throws back across the middle, and it's caught. Calvin Smith, that's a good way to retain some playing time, being able to catch those clutch catches, especially on a 4th down conversion. It's a 1st and 10 now. Here's a screen pass out to the right side. This is Kentrell. His second catch of the drive. He goes for a gain of 11. Now at the 13, quick throw across the middle. It's Mike Marone. And he gets to about the 12-yard line, or gets about 1-yard line for a gain of 12. And now it's 1st and goal. BJ under center now, rolling out to the right side. He throws at the last second, looking for Mike Marone, and will not get it to him. Incomplete pass. 2nd and goal now. Here is Johnson. Under pressure right away. It's a loss of 4 yards. He had no chance to get rid of that pass. And it's now a 3rd and goal. Back at the 5-yard line now. Johnson facing more pressure. He rolls to the right side, looking for somebody to throw it to, but nobody contains him. It's a touchdown. B.J. Johnson from 5 yards out. He gets in for his 2nd rushing touchdown of the season right there. And a great drive by CTU. It is 7-0. So here we go on defense. This is the number 6 rushing offense in the country coming into this game. Here is the first pass of the game. That one goes to the running back. That's Chris Daniels for a gain of 12 yards. So now they get it to the 38 now. Mitchell under center. Here's a quick throw. This one's caught by Reed, who avoids a tackler and gets across the 50. 2 passing plays early on. And they both go for 1st downs. Got to figure they're going to hand the ball off to Daniels sooner rather than later. Here he gets the handoff, but this one's going to be a stop by Jerome Henry, who comes up with the tackle on the outside, bringing it to a 2nd and 10. A quick throw to left side. That's caught by Pat Inman for a gain of 6. And they get a little bit of yards right there, 3rd and 5. Here's a draw play. Daniels has the first and a little bit more. It's going to be a gain of 11. That draw play usually does catch us off guard because the running backs usually just bounce that one, which Daniels just did. Here is Mitchell now with a fresh set of downs. He runs it up the middle. Nobody to throw it to, so he just takes off. It's a gain of 10. Smoke Wyatt on the tackle. He is leading the team in tackles so far this year as a true freshman. Mitchell under center now for a 2nd and short. This time throws to Daniels out of the backfield. He will get in from 18 yards out. It's a touchdown. Good find by the quarterback Alex Mitchell in his first year starting. And he finds Daniels, one of the best running backs in the country. It is 7-7. Kansas State answers right back. So counterplay to start the next drive. This is going to be Calvin Smith. He goes for a gain of 4 yards. So now we get it to the 15-yard line now. It's a 3rd and 6, rolling. Johnson has the first, and he gets down. It's going to be a gain of 8. CTU has shown some balance so far through the first 5 games. We have run the ball well. Here's a carry. Calvin Smith up the middle, could have gotten to the outside. And wow, he just ran into his own man that time. It looked like he had a whole lot of room to the right side. It's a 1st down nonetheless. Kentrell Craft running in motion this time. Johnson rolls. He throws at the last second, and it is going to be deflected. Casey Hardy playing in coverage that time, bringing it to a 3rd and 10. Jackson is going to be the intended target, but he will get it knocked away. Good defense by Kansas State as we have to punt this one back to the offense of Kansas State. But this one bounces all the way to the 1. What a perfect punt that time by Xander Gomez, and now they're pinned inside the 5 at the 1-yard line. You got to figure they're going to give it to Daniels. They do. Here's a handoff, and Daniels breaks a tackle, falls forward as well, and picks up a gain of 10, giving his offense some room. They eventually pick up that 2nd and short as the ball moves to the 13. Mitchell under center, quick throw, finds Frazier, and that's a big-time hit. The true freshman tight end could not hold on to that one. It's Vincent Showcross who just welcomes him into his area, and now it's a 2nd and 10. Here is Daniels, handoff, and he has the first. And they will get 15. This Kansas State offense is going to be predicated around this running attack. And now they get it to about the 35-yard line. As now they line up for a 2nd and 4 into the second quarter. Mitchell throws to the sideline. It's going to be caught by Pat Inman again to gain of 14 yards. Kansas State is pretty smart on offense. They get it to their playmakers. They have about 4 of them, and it seems like that's who they kind of get it to the most. Here's Gore out of the backfield. He breaks a tackle but loses 3. Nice push out of bounds by Bernard Benjamin. And Daniels, handoff, throws off Joseph Crawford Jr. and picks up a gain of 12. Crawford's got to make that stop because now it's a 3rd and short. And they come out here with Daniels and Gore onto the field. They hand off to Gore. It's going to be a first down. And that one will continue this drive, as now they're already across the 50-yard line. This is one long drive. They had to start at the 1 on this drive. Here is Mitchell. He's just taking off right away, and he spins around for a gain of 14, and now they are into field goal range. What a drive put together here by Daniels. Here's a handoff to the right side. He breaks a tackle, and he's in. Touchdown, Kansas State, and they will go 99 yards after an excellent punt by Xander Gomez, and now we're down by 7. Here's a throw to the right side. This is Mike Marone who has it and puts it on the ground. Jackson picks it up, and he advances the football. He gets to about the 47, but a flag on the play. You got to be kidding me. Clipping, block in the back. And this one's going to come all the way back to the 20-yard line. We are already at the 50 just about, as now B.J. Johnson gets it back for a 3rd and 9 now. Here he is throwing across the middle. He's got Flint Steele, the true freshman, who has it. And we get to the 35. It's a gain of 18. And Flint Steele looking to make that freshman impact. But it looks like Mike Marone really is taking the reins there. Here's a handoff. Calvin Smith up the middle. He goes for a gain of 5. Only 22 yards rushing for him here in the first half. 3rd and 5. Johnson moves to the left side. He's got space and the first down. Makes the man miss and does slide down at about the 44-yard line. This drive continues now. Trying to use some clock here as we don't want Kansas State to have another possession. Here's a handoff. Calvin Smith up the middle. It's a gain of 7. Trips to the right side on the 2nd and 3 now. 5 wide out there. Here is Johnson. He takes off, and that was actually, I don't even know if that was a block. It looked like the defender tripped on that one over our receiver. It's enough for the first down scramble. As now there's a minute 40 to go here in the first half. Play action fake. Throw into left side. It's Mike Marone. Can he get out of bounds? And he looks like he's trying to get the first down, and he gets it. It's a gain of 10. A minute 30 to go. We use more clock. Now we get it to about the 17. Johnson throws to the right side, looking for Adrian Shields, who can't hold on to that one. Incomplete. 51 seconds to go. 3rd and 8. Kansas State sends the pressure. Here's a throw to the right side. Not really sure who that one was to. It's incomplete, though, and Justin Caputo will come in and knock down the field goal, and it's a 14-10 game. 45 seconds to go. Kansas State looks like they're playing a little bit conservative here at the end of the first half. That one will be about a gain of maybe 1. 2nd and 10. Draw play. And once again a tackle in the backfield. Jamarcus Lexington on the stop, and Kansas State is not aggressive at all before halftime. They're going to go into the half with a 14-10 lead. Interesting. So second half action coming up now, and Kansas State decides to be conservative at the end of the first half, and they open it up with a deep shot. Being aggressive for the first time in this game. That's incomplete. It looked like Tyler Ashley may have got burnt on that play. And now that brings it to a 3rd and 4. Mitchell staying on his feet and picks up the first down. It's a gain of 19 yards. And Kansas State looking to still run the football here. And now they're at the 50. Fullback in the backfield. Mitchell drops back and takes off, but then kind of circles back around. And it's going to be a sack by the true freshman Chad Gray for his 2nd of the year. Quick throw across the middle. That one's almost picked off by Smoke Wyatt, but it ends up in the hands of Jay Archer for his first catch today. A gain of 16. So here is Alex Mitchell now. Looks like they have a fullback and a tight end out onto the field. Mitchell in the pocket, throws across the middle, and that's Inman again. He ran across Smoke White. We could not get back in time. And now they're inside the 25-yard line, looking to run the football here. Mitchell on a read option. He does get stopped by Tyler Ashley and Jerome Henry. It's going to be a gain of 8. This run game continues now. Kansas State, Gore in the field. On the field, he gets a first down, but takes a huge hit. And that one will be another first down for Kansas State. How many have they had in this game so far? Read option call. Mitchell falls forward. Touchdown. 21-10 lead here for Kansas State in the third quarter. And we got to come up with a stop on defense if we want to stay in this game. Because now here's our offense. Here's a handoff to Calvin Smith. Could not get anything going on that carry. Only a gain of 2. We haven't had the big-time runs today like we had last week. 3rd and 5 this time. Johnson moving, trying to buy some time. He throws to the sideline, and this one is caught. It's a 22-yard gain. Jackson on the sideline. That throw had to be perfect, and it was. Wow, what a throw right there by BJ. Running Kentrell Kraft in motion now. 1st and 10, throwing to the right side, and he overthrows Mike Marone on that one, leading our team in catches and yards. 3rd and 10 now. Running a man in motion again. Here's a throw once again to Calvin Smith. He's got a lot of space, and he gets about a gain of 37 to about the 12. What a move by Calvin Smith. It looked like he faked to the outside on that one, cut inside, and the quarterback just absolutely got fooled on that one. And now we're inside the red zone. Here's a throw to the right side on a design screen pass. We throw to the opposite side. Adrian Johnson is there for a gain of 8. Getting it to the 4 now. Quick throw. Johnson again. It is a touchdown. Adrian Johnson lost his starting job last week coming into this game, and it looks like he scores still. Adrian Johnson still showing that versatility. And now it is back to a 4-point lead. Can our defense finally come up with a stop now? Here is Mitchell rolling, sacked. Jamarcus Lexington, the captain, he gets the sack right there. 2 tackles for loss today. And we need our best foot forward here playing against a top 10 Kansas State team. Here's a reverse to the right side. This one's Inman, and a lot of CTU defenders are there for the stop. It looks like Bernard Benjamin, Smoke Wyatt, and Jerome Henry were all there. 3rd and 17 now. It looks like there's going to be a throw to left side. This one is caught. It's Ray Johnson. He needed 17. He got 17. And that's just a killer right there as this drive does continue. Here's a handoff. This is Chris Daniels. A lot of space, and he finds the crease, and he gets to the other side of the 50. It's a gain of 31. That carry puts him over 100 on the day. 8.5 per carry for Chris Daniels. He continues to run the football well as we start the 4th quarter. That one is a gain of 11 yards. And now here comes Gore into the game, giving Daniels a breather here. 2nd and 3. Mitchell has nobody to throw it to. It's a sack. It's Vincent Showcross on the sack right there. And now it is a 3rd and long. We got to stop him on this time around. 3rd and 11. This time Mitchell throws across the middle, and this one's picked off. It's Tyler Ashley in coverage, and the interception streak continues. We have had a turnover in every single game, an interception in particular every single game so far this year, and we baited him into that throw. It was a cover 2 sink, and he thought he had the tight end up the seam, and Tyler Ashley came over for the pick. So here we are back on offense, 6 minutes to go here. And we're going to look to try to run some clock and run the football. It's a first down on that speed option. Quick throw across the middle now. Kentrell Kraft, he gets only his 3rd catch of the game right there. Gain of 6. That's his first catch since the first drive. Here's another throw to the flats. This time it's a 2nd and 4 toss over to Jackson. It's a gain of 9 as this clock continues to run. Now down to 4 minutes to go. At the 50, counter play. Calvin Smith to the outside. He has a couple of blocks, and he gets a first down. Pushed out of bounds for a gain of 15. But another flag. Every single time we have a big rushing gain, something gets called. We're back to the 45-yard line. 3rd and 15. Screen pass called. This is Smith, and he has the space. He gets all of that back. No flags on the play. It's a gain of 31 on the screen pass. Perfect call by the offensive coordinator. As now we are at about the 27. Play action fake now. We still have all 3 timeouts. Johnson stops and throws to an open Mike Marone, but just threw it way too late. He had an open man and could have scored on that one. 3rd and 11 now. BJ throws across the middle. Mookie Richardson, he gets to the 20, and now 4th and 5. This could be the game. Number 6 Kansas State, if they stop them, will probably stay undefeated. 4th and 5. Throw into the right side, and that one is caught. Flint Steele, the freshman, for only his 2nd grab of the day as we get it to the 9. 1st and goal, 50 seconds to go. Here is Johnson rolling. He's got space. It's a touchdown. Gain of 9 for B.J. Johnson. 6 of 8 on that drive. 68 yards, and he does it with his legs to cap off the drive. Johnson is just a great leader. He gets in, and now we have the 3-point lead with 44 seconds to go. Here is Kansas State in that rushing attack out onto the field, but they got to throw the ball this drive. Here's a quick throw to Archer, who has it. It's a gain of 10, a big hit on the offensive receiver right there, and they're going to have to call a timeout because their player was injured. So now 40 seconds to go. Draw play, Daniels, and he gets stopped by Smoke Wyatt, and they have to call their 2nd timeout. That big hit right there causing the injury made them call the timeout on that one, and they now are down to 1. But here's a quick throw. It's Ray Johnson who picks up 13 yards. They hurried up to the line now as they get it to about the 48. Here is Mitchell now getting the play off with about 28 seconds to go. Gore has it, and we try to stop him before the 1st down marker, but it will keep the chains moving, and the clock will continue to run now. They don't call that timeout. 20 seconds to go. Mitchell rolls to the right side. He tries to take off, and he stopped. And Kansas State is going to try to hurry up to the line instead of calling this timeout here. 10 seconds and counting. They get to the line in about 8 seconds, 7 seconds, and they clock it there. It's now a 3rd and 7 with 7 seconds to go, and they decide to line up for the field goal. This is from about 55 yards out, and they will attempt it here. We try to ice them, but it doesn't work. 55 yards. The kick is up. It looks like it has the distance, but then just dies in the air. It looked like it may have gotten caught up in the wind, and CTU will remain undefeated. That one was about 2 yards short, and maybe if the wind wasn't blowing, that one would have kept going. B.J. Johnson, player of the game, and this CTU team remains undefeated. Nobody expected CTU to win all of these close matchups, but every single game has told its own story. We have had 3 of our 5 wins to be decided within 3 points. I mean, that is how close these games are in the Big 12 and even just in this series in general. These sliders are really, really playing well and exactly how you would want them to play. Every single game kind of is just different, and it's challenging. Kansas State ran the football well, but we did a good job of just using the clock, and that kept the football out of Kansas State's hands because that last drive that we had to score on, we used the entire quarter pretty much just to drive down the football field. We had that big 4th down throw to Flint Steele, and Kansas State just could not stop us on that drive. And we couldn't stop Chris Daniels. So good thing that we actually did use all that clock, because they would have just gave the ball to Daniels and he would have ran for some more yards. 16 for 132 on the day for Daniels. More good news coming out of that game. Keaton DeAndre visited that week, and he ended up committing after seeing what he just saw. Joshua Livenhauser was also on the sideline. He also commits to the team. And then Jason Allen, a very good tackle, commits. And then Youssef Saeed, who did not visit this week, but did actually decide us over Kansas State. That's a sweet victory right there. And for the first time in this series, we will be top 25 ranked. After upsetting Kansas State, we've already beat a top 25 team this year in Army, and they have dropped to 3-3 ever since we beat them. And now Kansas State drops all the way to number 12, and there is Colorado Tech at number 16. Look at the victories this year. I said that only within 3 points. I meant one score. And it's just crazy. Now we go up against TCU, who is 4-1. Their only loss is versus Pittsburgh on the road. They lost by 3 that game and ended up losing in the opener, but have won every game since. And now Baylor is on top of the other division in the Big 12 as Kansas State drops down, but I'm sure they will recover. But how about CTU? Number 16 at 5-0. What a season. Did not see this coming at all. Hit subscribe, hit that like button. Stay tuned. Let's get it. Let's go.
I'm decked up on blue bills, and I won't stop until the cash pit look like fall leaves in the backfield. Tell her out of my face if she coming with that bull. Quick to say my piece, I'm so after school special. She brainy, but them jeans looking like